I'm Kenny.
I'm Sabrina.
We're from Huachuca City, Arizona.
We've been RVing for 7 years now. We were originally full-time for the first 5, and now we have our home base in Arizona.
Now, this is our 4th tour with Fantasy. I think you can easily say we're hooked on Fantasy RV tours.
We did the Balloon Fest was our first tour, and then we did 2 tours to Mexico, the Baja Wine and Dine, and then also the whale watching tour, and then this is our 4th, the Jeep tour.
We do. We have a tour booked already for next year, going back to Mexico, but a totally different section of Mexico. I think originally it was for the Balloon Fiesta. We didn't know what to do, what not to do. We wanted to make sure we caught all the highlights in such a short period of time. So we found out about Fantasy RV tours from some friends and social media, and we said, you know what, let's book a tour with them and see how it goes. And it went great. It's hard to maybe like pinpoint an exact amount, but it is a lot because you guys are making sure that we see all the must-dos and we're not wasting time with, I don't know, Mom, Pa's, largest ball of yarn. I'm just picking something out of our hat here.
I think our favorite part is that everything is planned out for us. We can do as much or as little as we like, and we don't have to figure out where the highlights are for everywhere we go. It's just, here are the great things about this area, here are the great things you can do, and we don't have to do anything. We just show up.
They're just a wealth of knowledge for all the tours. You have any questions throughout your time with them, you can ask them. They know the area very well. They just help us pick, everything from restaurants to sightseeing.
Very accommodating.
Very accommodating.
Anything.
Yeah. Definitely the Jeep, definitely the trails, and I would say having a guide. We typically go out on our own a lot of times, and so we stick to much easier courses. This got us to be able to test the limits of ourselves, test the limits of the Jeep, and have a guide there telling you, all right, a little bit to your driver's side, a little bit to your passenger side. We would have never seen as much or done as much as we would on our own.
And I think it gives you a sense of security knowing that there's other people with you, and if anything goes wrong, there's always somebody there that can help you. Somebody's always there.
I consider this like the capital of Jeeping, or the mecca for Jeeping, and this has been on our bucket list. And that's the great thing about Fantasy RV Tours. We're checking things off our bucket list because of Fantasy RV Tours. How much we like the people. I think Sabrina and I can sometimes be reserved and keep to ourselves when we're at campgrounds and stuff, but because Fantasy RV Tours does have a couple social evenings planned, we are able to go mingle with people. It kind of breaks us out of our shell a little bit, get to know the people, enjoy their company. There's people that we have met from previous Fantasy RV Tours that we still keep in touch with, 3 years later now. And we're in the same area. We hit them up and we meet for dinner or something like that.
Definitely give it a try. I was, like Kenny said, we're pretty reserved normally. And I was a little hesitant at first because I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's been a great time and we've met some great people doing it.
Oh, I think if there is somebody on the fence thinking about, what you get out of this trip, Sabrina and I always say we get every dollar and then some. You get your full money's worth and above that. These guys, the wagon masters, the tail gunners, they go out of your way, like Sabrina said, for accommodating you. You are going to have a blast. You're just going to have a fun time. You're going to meet nice people. You're going to see things that you really didn't even know existed. You would just totally miss it. You drive by it, you would just totally miss it. Book a trip with them. It's great.